Today, as you saw in the skit earlier, we're here with hacks to immediately get rid of that bad smell for you wish trenders stressing over this. Welcome back to Wish Trend TV. This is Iris here, and today we're back with another episode of Beauty Hackers. Now before we start, there isn't anyone who hasn't watched our latest video on 5 hacks to get moisturized, beautiful lips, right? If you haven't checked that out and you want beautiful lips like mine, make sure you go check that out over here. Today, as you saw in the skit earlier, we're here with hacks to immediately get rid of that bad smell for you wish trenders stressing over this. Make sure to pay attention and follow along, because these tips you can utilize with only a few items. Before we get on to the DIY hacks, we're going to show you how to deal with the cause of the smells. Out of these, the biggest is bad breath. First, we'll let you know how to self-diagnose yourself if you have bad breath. After washing the back of your hand, lick it and smell it 3 seconds later. As your saliva evaporates, it's only going to leave the smell behind, which is going to be closest to the smell of your breath. Now, if you're done, let's move on to the tips on how to get rid of the stinky breath. Tip number 1. Pay attention to oral hygiene. The most basic tip is to pay attention to oral hygiene. It's best to brush your teeth right after eating, and when you're brushing, make sure you get into all the nooks and crannies of your teeth with a clean, thorough brush. Tip number 2. Always keep the inside of your mouth moist. Saliva contains a protective enzyme that eliminates bad bacteria from your mouth. And if your mouth is dry, it's going to be easier for the bacteria to reproduce. This is why it's really important to drink 8 cups of water a day to keep your mouth moisturized. Tip number 3. Regular meal times. When on an empty stomach, even eating breakfast can reduce this problem. If your breath got worse after starting a diet, try eating lots of fruits and veggies that contain lots of moisture and fiber. But if none of these methods work, we recommend you visit the dentist for an oral examination or maintain clean teeth with continuous scaling over a period of time. Now, shall we move on to the DIY odor removal hacks? Hack number 1. DIY deodorant. A lot of you guys use deodorant to get rid of odors, right? But it's really important when you're choosing a deodorant that you choose one with no irritating substances. So right now, we're going to show you guys how to make a skin-safe deodorant at home. This hack not only gets rid of the odor of your armpits, but it also brightens the skin around your armpits. What you need: coconut oil, baking soda, cornstarch, and a circular container. First, mix baking soda, coconut oil, and cornstarch in a 1:1:1 ratio. Number 2, store the mixture into your prepared container. Melt an adequate amount onto your palms and apply to your armpits. Wear clothes 1 to 2 minutes later and the smell should be gone. Hack number 2. DIY fabric perfume. These days in Korea, it's really cold and it's not easy to wash our sweaters, puffy jackets, and coats. But we're sure you've been in a situation where you're wearing your coat, but you're really stressed because the smell of your dinner last night hasn't disappeared yet. Here's how to make a clothing odor eliminator that gets rid of smells immediately. What you need: aroma oils, ethanol, distilled water, and a spray bottle. Number 1. Use ethanol to thoroughly cleanse the spray bottle by spraying it out a few times. Number 2. Add ethanol and distilled water in a 7:3 ratio. Number 3. Add your choice of aroma oil. Number 4. Close the lid and shake to thoroughly mix, and you're done. Simply spray your fabric spray, and ta-da! The smell is gone. Hack number 3. DIY foot odor eliminator. You guys know the deal with foot odor, but it's really hard to wash your shoes every day. And even if you do wash them every day, it's really hard to get that smell out of them completely. That's why we will let you guys know how to make a quick and easy shoe odor eliminator. What you need: baking soda, 2 pairs of socks, and a needle. First, overlap the 2 socks. No need to overlap them if the socks are thick. Second, add 2 out of 3 of the baking soda to the inside of your socks. Third, Sew the socks at the ankles so the baking soda doesn't spill out. And voila! Number 4, store the baking soda filled socks in your shoes and say goodbye to foot odor. Hack number 4, DIY room freshener. Let's make a room freshener with an environmentally friendly baking soda and recycled bottle. This hack can be used not only as an odor eliminator, but also as a decorative interior piece, so follow along. What you need: decorative objects, a container, baking soda, aroma oils. First, add an adequate amount of baking soda to the container. Second, add 4 drops of aroma oil on top of the baking soda. Thirdly, add decoration to the top and you're done! Baking soda gets rid of humidity, so it's really gonna help if you put it around various places in your house. Also, you can reuse the baking soda. Once the scent has faded, you can add more oils on it, or if you're gonna throw it out, don't throw it out. Use it to cleanse other products. Additional tips! To be honest, the best way to get rid of odor is to wash frequently. That's why we're here with the body wash recommendation. Ta-da! It's the Jungle Botanics Natural Body Glow Nutshell Scrub. We recommend this product for people with dry skin because you can cleanse and exfoliate at the same time with one gentle product. It's also environmentally friendly because it's made from ground walnut shells. We recommend you use it 3 times a week. Now that's a wrap for today's video. How was it? We hope you become a fragrant person with the 4 hacks we shared today. If you have your own personal hacks you want to share with us fellow Wish Trenders, make sure you leave them down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Our next video will be another episode of Wish Trender We Got You. It's prepared by Eunice, Katie, and a special guest. We're coming to you live, so join us in the chat. Details will be posted in our community tab. Now, this is time to go. We'll be back again in our next episode of Beauty Hackers with more helpful tips. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are beautiful just as you are. Bye bye!